Hey guys, welcome back to the Sonic 06 playthrough. I am Matt from SLP Adventures.
Hey there guys, I am Sonic Ghost.
Hey guys, Saxdude26 here.
We never established an order, but I am Kid Mice LP.
We just switched you two around, get over it.
Well, anyways, since we finished Dusty Desert, we get spawned here in Castle Town, so I got the new ability where, you know, if you jump and you push X, you do a little ground pound on the ground, which stuns enemies around you. So now it's on to finding the next area. If I can remember, I think it was White Acropolis is the next level.
It is.
So it's a much more effective pen slap.
In a way,
it's a lot better. It's a lot better pin slap.
it covers more range.
Okay, yeah, I think I was a little confused. I was like, where the hell did I go again? I forgot.
Of course, New Celiana City is freaking confusing.
And it's big, just like all the rest of the hub worlds, and you're silver, so you're not that fast.
I'd probably have even more time making my way around here than I would making my way around Flinders Street Station.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, this is my own. Well, I have a few gripes of the game, but this is like my major gripe is the fact that this is so confusing. Where the hell you're supposed to go next?
Well, you found it though.
Yeah. And this is how you unlock it. I mean, like, kind of simple puzzle, but yeah.
Well, this is the point where if you don't buy the upgrade, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
So
The game and its sound effects, I swear.
And then we start off with Blaze randomly, even though Silver jumped into the
Well,
mirror.
it's a good change of pace, mind you, getting speed in a slow character's playthrough. Always welcome.
It's time. Actually, like I said before, last time we did not Tails.
Really? No.
I actually kind of like playing as her more than anybody because, well, she's the more polished. Is that the correct term for it? Polished?
Yeah.
Polished, yeah.
Her gameplay style is probably polished more than anyone else's.
Well, I think I don't want to say polished, I'd say more tolerable, to say the least.
Well, it's mostly because of the fact that her control is a little bit cleaner than some of the others, which is not saying much because the game still has the precise control. Case in point.
Standing around at the side of Diagonal.
Yeah, I mean, like, I actually really enjoy playing as Blaze because she has a control double jump, unlike the other one.
Well, it makes it easier for platforming, yes, and this game does have you do good.
Characters in double jumping, I don't quite get it.
Fail. Just fail.
I didn't mean to do that. And why the hell did I?
Why did you cut it?
You're right.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Right there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You gotta just do this
It's not a big deal.
again real quick. I would have done the same. Except you're going backwards on the rail. There you go. And that's why you don't take that rail.
Oh, that's why I didn't cut it.
Oh.
That's why. I was like, why didn't I? Oh, that's right.
I remember now.
That's what 2 months of recording Raws and coming to it does to you.
Well,
Believe me, I forget a lot of edits I do in my own Raws too.
Well, we haven't gotten back to this in a while. Dude, I think I'm the worst contender so far with the Raws. Took us forever to get to Genesis.
Lester, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge.
Sonic Advance 2. That hasn't even been done yet.
Rayman 2's kind of been in hiatus for a while.
You make a fair point, Lester.
Yeah.
But I shall have my revenge.
Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is another good one.
I don't think it took that long.
Damn it, freaking thing.
Face through the laser. Go back.
This phaser. Phasing.
I got a question. Whenever you get hit and you have the invincibility frames going, is the character really like clear like that or as long as it's showing in the video, or is that just bad frame rate?
They literally, instead of flickering, I believe they literally disappear.
Oh, I have to look at something else to really tell you, because I'm going to get technical here. Since it's a standard definition capture card, we're interpolating the fields, meaning we're kind of cutting stuff out. So if there's any kind of flicker, it's cut out. So it's probably because of compression as well.
Biggest problem is, though, I don't think I've seen a single playthrough of Sonic Next Gen where someone gets hit and they actually flicker. I think they actually just disappear.
Yeah, because
and then
people are either
like,
doing this in 30 frames from a 60 frame recording, or they're just doing the interpolating method, so it's cut out anyways. So either way, it's
This
probably...
camera angle is something else.
and times
I
like this,
don't
I wish I was playing Crash Bandicoot.
Isn't there a way to actually get stuck with that snowball or whatever?
Yes,
Yeah.
it can screw you.
No, Blaze, I thought we just had the poker dance.
Poker dance?
Okay, then.
I know, it's random. That's the point.
Ah. Okay.
I thought we were going to Hooters.
What? Okay, that's more random than mine.
Rated URG for no one.
I don't even know anymore.
Caught it, good. And then I threw it away. Boom. But yeah, it's like, it's kind of that's kind of Silver's playthrough in the moment. We kind of, oh god, I'm gonna fall.
He didn't fly.
Meow. Right.
Isn't this the stage
yeah.
that wants you to take out the searchlights, but yet it's entirely pointless?
I think that's in Shadow's playthrough.
That's actually kind of in everyone's, but no,
It's been everyone's, but it's more apparent in Tails' play, and not Tails, but in Sonic's, because when you're playing as Tails, you can just fly over it.
and in Shadow Stage, taking out the searchlights is mandatory because it makes the goal ring appear, but not in this section.
And here, I think it's still optional, but it's harder for you to skip.
Because I know in the buggy section of Shadow Stage, getting the searchlights is mandatory because it makes the goal ring.
Is it me, or does it take forever for you to lose all your rings? Because I'm seeing like one ring go
Well,
out as soon as you get hit.
It's going with the Shadow the Hedgehog logic, where you only lose a certain amount of rings when you get hit. I think it's still going by 10 rings after each hit.
Yeah, 'cause-
Actually, no.
or has it been like that since
Alright,
Sonic
can I-
Adventure 2? Because I
I'll
can
explain
never
what
quite
happened.
tell.
Shadow the Hedgehog was the first in the start.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I'll explain what's happened. When you get hit by anything like an explosion or enemy encounter or anything of that jazz, you lose all your rings. If you get hit with machine gun fire, like I did, you only lose one for every time you get hit by machine gun fire.
Huh.
Try to make it a little more realistic.
That's exactly what. That's how that works. They
Realistic?
implement-
Wait, realistic? What?
This-
One ring per machine gun fire? Huh?
I'm always saying that
Yeah.
because when you get hit with machine guns in a lot of other normal, realistic games, you're only losing a little bit of health, which doesn't make sense.
Did you just use the words normal, realistic, and game all in the same sentence?
You know what I mean? I just caught it myself too, but you know what I mean.
So now the title's gonna be normal, realistic, game?
The only normal, realistic game I can think of, going by Lester's quotations, is Call of Duty, but let's not get into that sort of rage right now, shall we?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
I still don't even see us doing any of those on this channel. And if we do, it's
You want
probably
to?
one.
No, thank you.
Well, there's two
If we
stories.
do a
open.
Call of Duty game on this channel, we've run out of stuff to
Yeah.
commentate over.
There's two. There's story driven.
Yeah, I was about to say, we better not do a Call of Duty game, because I will leave this group for ages to come if we do.
No. The only shooter I actually see us actually getting to is GoldenEye to finish it up, and that's it. Which we would
Or the
probably
Prime.
redo it. Or do the newer versions of it.
Hmm.
That game's never going to be finished, and you know it.
Well, if it did, it'd be redone by one of us.
Hmm.
Oh gosh.
I think you're the only one who has a cartridge, Matt, and I would have to track it down if I had to do it.
Actually, I have a cartridge too, and I haven't tested my capture device yet, so...
You need to do that soon enough. Just to make sure.
So, to be fair, I barely played any of GoldenEye. I've never beaten it before, and honestly, I've never cared to.
Oh, the same.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not as big on GoldenEye as a lot of people are. So,
But you have to be there for the time, and I was only there for a few multiplayer games. I was not there for
but then again, like Lester is with RPGs, I'm not big with shooters unless it's like Uncharted or something. So,
I think
yeah.
most of us aren't.
this rate,
I'll be
yeah.
honest.
Still kind of the same.
Uncharted is like the only.
Did you see that?
Come again?
I pimp slapped that snowball. I got damaged because of it.
Matt, that's like silver punching glass.
But yeah, like honestly, Uncharted is like the only shooter series I like, and Halo kind of.
Well, at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna argue that Uncharted really isn't heavily focused on shooting. No, it doesn't. You're not doing that!
Well, if we're gonna
I
go
know-
incredibly off topic, I'd say probably my favorite shooter is probably Mega Man. Because you shoot and you jump, but that doesn't count, so I would probably say Stranger's Wrath or Doom.
Thanks for bringing it up because that's actually a good point. Just like how shooting and Metroid has shooting, they're not shooters. Uncharted's the same way. It's an adventure, but it's a shooting gimmick to it.
Yeah, exactly. When it's, an
Yeah.
adventure shooter that's, for the most part, in the third person, or, in a bearable perspective with fairly decent story, something like Ratchet and Clank or Stranger's Wrath, then it's okay, but, for the most part, everything else just kind of blurs together in this bundle of.
But yeah,
not
that's
too
like you were saying, Lester, with the combined elements of Uncharted. That's why I like it so much.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because
That's
it's
right.
because of its action platformy-ish segments.
That's variety, which is why I don't really play that many RPGs or first-person shooters, mainly the shooters, because RPGs have more variety in those.
Hmm.
I like Resident Evil 4.
That's a horror
Oh,
game.
and Resident Evil. Well, and Resident Evil. Oh my god, I totally forgot about Resident Evil. Though the only ones I played is 2 and 4, but yeah.
I only play a little bit of 4, and I'm still kind of need to get back into it, because I'm not big on horror in general, so I stayed far away from the series, mostly because it's horror.
I've always wanted to try on. Now that I think of it, I've always wanted to try Silent Hill. Like I literally saw Silent Hill 3 in my local video game store for about $5, but I was pondering, would I like this sort of game or not?
Well,
You know,
it wouldn't matter if you passed it up, because that's on the PSN for like the same price.
Hmm.
So,
Dead Space 3! Dead Space 3 came out!
oh, that's, yeah, even bigger horror. Dead Space is more horror than Silent Hill, but at the same time, that's a not big comparison. Silent Hill was known for horror back in the day. The remakes, not so much.
I like
Have you seen Shattered Memories? That wasn't much of a horror.
How did that ball not break
I've
that
seen a
building?
couple of playthroughs of it.
I just got done watching a Shattered Memories playthrough, and it was more just on the darker side and the scary side.
Hmm. I think the biggest problem is it took all of the strategy out of it. And it's just like, you can't combat anymore. You must run. Oh, well, that
You have
kind of
to-
takes everything that was Silent Hill out of Silent Hill.
You can't even hide in the game because the hide mechanic is there, but it doesn't work. They still find you.
They sort of did the same thing with the Resident Evil series too. So,
Yeah.
Well,
in my opinion, it wasn't.
We'll be eventually getting to Silent Hill soon enough. Draws are up on the channel, so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And figure out whenever we
Uh,
Resident Evil game. That'll be soon enough too. We just don't know who's
So
gonna
I
take it first.
I played Resident
Ow!
Evil 2, and it's not honestly maybe it's because of the age of it though, but the only real scare factor that comes out of it is the jump scares. Like when
That's how
enemies
it is.
randomly pop out of glass windows.
Yeah.
That's pretty much every horror game in a nutshell. Have you seen my Dead Space playthrough? They were everywhere!
Actually, that's how most horror things are nowadays. It's just jump scares, but they will have those occasional actual scares that are not just surprised.
The only
the
game I
biggest-
can think of that doesn't do the jump scare mechanic near as much as Eve, some kind of freeware game that Brain Scratch did.
Oh
Actually.
yeah,
Yeah, you-
That looked fairly interesting. Actually, I might have to check that out. Though I don't know if I can have the patience to figure out all the puzzles for the life of me, but yeah.
At that rate, if you can't just rewatch the playthrough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this makes sense.
yeah.
Have you seen him in multiplayer?
Is that how that's designed?
Have you seen Shadow with the buggy?
Have you
that-
seen
is that-
Shadow go through
was
a
that
loop? It's hilarious.
But anywho, that section right there is that how it's really designed?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how characters, and Silver just
The way these rings are just sort of
Almost a
scattered-
fitting description.
have you seen
the way that-
through loops? It's hilarious.
Okay, one question that's always bugged me when I've watched Sonic 06 playthroughs is that whenever you pick up the rings that you drop, sometimes when you run into them, they'll like bounce away all over the place.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yep.
Havoc.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's usually dummy rings.
Havoc.
Sometimes it's because
Havoc.
the ring collecting counter won't let you collect rings too quickly. They're spaced apart so that you can collect them individually at the maximum speed that the game seems to allow. If you try and collect them any quicker, it just pushes them away. Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
no sense.
Well, after that boring level is done.
That's how it
You
is
gotta-
for the most part, Matt. That's why we're having such a hard time getting back to these. Hard to commentate
Well,
without
since
going on these big tangents.
And if you don't
Anyways,
believe it,
guys,
if you don't believe us about this level being boring, then you didn't pay attention to us rambling.
No, you
okay,
want, yeah.
well, anyways, guys, we'll see you guys in the next part.